So I just got done playing Quantum Conundrum, and I know it's kind of natural to compare this game to Portal, but let me tell you, it is nothing like Portal. In Portal, you're working with portals, and you kind of set up your puzzle solution, and then you go through it. In Quantum Conundrum, you're dealing with dimensions, and you have to solve the puzzle real time. So you can't set it up and then just go through it. Everything has to be done as you go through the puzzle because you can't have more than one dimension activated at one time. It requires a lot of switching from one dimension to another. Now more about the dimensions. You get 4 different dimensions that are going to overall affect the world around you, and that's how you're going to solve your puzzles. First, you get the fluffy dimension. The fluffy dimension makes everything lighter so that you're able to pick it up, move it around. This will let you create staircases or platforms. It will also allow you to move a heavier object onto a switch and then activate the switch. With the next dimension, the heavy dimension. The heavy dimension does exactly what it sounds like. It makes everything heavier. So those pressure sensitive switches, if you go to fluffy dimension, put the safe onto the switch and then go to heavy dimension, then you did the switch. And you get the idea. Then you get the dimension that allows you to slow down time. This is the dimension I think I use the most. And it's probably one of the most creative dimensions as well. With this dimension, you're definitely going to be using it to maybe slow down the platforms so that you can use them to jump across to the next side or throw something. You're gonna have to slow down time to then run and get onto the platform that you need to ride. Then lastly, there's the dimension that is going to reverse gravity. Again, does exactly what it sounds like. Instead of gravity pushing things to the ground, it pushes it to the ceiling. This is another dimension that's super creative and you're going to be using a lot. Probably one of the best examples is using it in combination with the others. So you fluffy something, make it light, pick it up, and then throw it. Then instantly slow down time so you can get on to the platform. And then you switch between the gravity on and off, and then you just kind of ride it across to the platform you need to get to. The game is difficult, but it's not too difficult. You might find yourself checking YouTube walkthroughs once or twice like I did. Also, there's tons of replayability. There's also a room called the Research and Development, which is kind of like a playground, so you can go in there and just play around with the different dimensions. And most of all, I never found this game to get repetitive. It gave me enough change of scenery and enough to deal with the different dimensions and how I'm going to be using them to keep things fresh, exciting, and challenging. Another thing I loved about this game is it has tons of personality. The game is being narrated by your mad scientist uncle. He's funny, he's quirky, and like every mad scientist, he's not quite sure how his inventions work. You play as a nephew who came to visit, and of course, the inventions aren't working right, something completely wrong happened, and as your uncle's trying to walk you through his crazy mansion, he's also trying to remember what happened and how to piece it back together. So you're having to use these different dimensions to get through the mansion so that you can then turn on all the generators. My favorite character is Ike. He's cute, he's adorable, not really quite sure what he's used for other than sometimes he gives you the batteries to use the dimensions for, but he's definitely my favorite. So yeah, overall, loved the game. Thought it was creative, fun, exciting, challenging, and most of all, it entertained the hell out of me during this game drought that we have of nothing really huge coming out. I really, really recommend Quantum Conundrum to basically anybody. This game is a lot of fun, and like Portal, it's a lot of fun to sit down and co-drive the game with friends and hand the controller back and forth to see who can beat the level and how to figure out each level. Well guys, if you've already played Quantum Conundrum, let me know down in the comments what you thought. And as always, thanks for watching.